Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl, Sophia Spiritualite. We're here for our daily prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day at Thummim and Sassur. We say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a 3-card draw just to see what messages we can get from the Most High and the angels. So without further ado, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to have labored in the vineyard. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get some messages that will help us be of greater service to you and to the kingdom. When we enter herein with all humility, let God the Almighty One enter into this place by entrance of an eternal happiness, of a divine prosperity, of a perfect joy, of an abundant charity, and of an eternal salutation. Let all the demons fly from this place, especially those who are opposed unto this work, and let the angels of peace assist and protect this place, from which let discord and strife fly and depart. Magnify and extend upon us, O Lord, thy most holy name, and bless our conversation and our assembly. Sanctify, O Lord, our God, our humble entry herein, thou the blessed and holy one of the eternal ages. Selah. To the Holy Mother, we thank you for being with us, we thank you for guiding us, and we thank you for walking with us down the path of life. O Divine Mother, illumine me with divine wisdom, vivify me with divine life, and purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do, I may be more and more thy child. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and the perfect example he set of how to both climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. And to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the council of 9, to the council of 12, to the council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the council of 144,000, to the 216 angels atop the tree of life, to the entire administration of angels, and to all the angels whose names we know and the ones whose names we do not know. We ask that you come be with us for just a few moments. Give us a message that will allow us to be of better service to the Most High and to the kingdom. All right, let's read Psalm 51. Oh, you know what? Let's do it in Latin. We have not done Latin in a while. I'm feeling much better. Victori ab erudito David, cum venicet doec idimus et adnutiaset, so diciens et venit David in domum Achimelech, quid glorias in malitia potens misericordia Dei tota SD, insidias cogitat legua tua quasi novacula acuta facens dolum, delexti malum magis, quam bonum mendacium magis, quam loci iustitiam semper delexti omnia verba ad devorandum lingua dolosa, sed Deus destrut te in sempiternum terabit, et evelet te de tabernaculo, et eradicabit te de terra vivitium semper, videbunt iusti et timibunt et super ium ridibunt, isse vir qui non possut Deum fortitudium suam, sed separavit in multitudine divitarum suarum confortatus est in insidiis suis. Ego sicut Olivia virens in domo Dei speravi in misericordia Dei in seculum sempiternum confitibor tibi in seculo quaniam festici et expectabo nomen tuam coniam bonum in conspectu sanctorum tuorum. Selah. Actually, that was chapter 51. I messed up. But I'm not going to read 16. Y'all get the point. I was like, wait, 16 is the harder one. It is. And that one's the easy one. Anyway, sorry, that was chapter 51 in Latin. Y'all get the point. I just started reading because it looked easy. Anyway, and it was because it's 51. All right, we have our Rota Mundi deck here. Remember, this is just not a beginner deck. You can get this on the website fruitsandspirit.com. Sign up for our email list and you will get 10% off of your order of physical products and $5 off of the class. So we have our deck here. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We ask for permission again to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. We say thank you to the Holy Mother for everything that she does for us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother, Yahushua, and of course to the angels whom we've already called in. We ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's easy for us to understand, that's easy for us to apply, and that allows us to be of greater service to the Most High and to the kingdom. And when you do this, we will let the Most High know that you have fulfilled the covenant with us, so that as we ascend up the tree of life, you are also able to ascend. We thank you for all of the hard work that you've done with us, and we are definitely starting to see a change. Ooh, how many cards is that? Oh. All right, 2 fell out again. It's always 2, never all 3. We are definitely starting to see a change from just when we started to fast to now. We see that we are advancing, we are moving, we are making progress, and we thank you for everything that you've done for us in that regard. All right, so we already picked 2. Let's start with the first one. We've got the feminine triangle. Now remember, yesterday we had the masculine triangle. So today we've got the feminine triangle. Who's on here? Ooh, Eve, Esther, and Ruth. That's interesting. Eve, Esther, and Ruth. I was on the feminine triangle. That's very, very interesting. Because remember, it was the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So for the female side, we could say the God of Eve, Esther, and Ruth. I should write that down because I will not remember that. Yeah. Which is it's the front. And I just read the story of Ruth too, man. Story is unbelievable. Anyway, and the next card we got is the moon, which makes sense. We're talking about females that you would get the moon. And then our last card, which we pulled from the deck. Oh Lord, this card again. The 4 of Cups, the Rosarium Philosophorum. 4 of Cups. All right, so let's start with our book for this deck. A. Can I talk to you? Let's see. 8 of stars. 8 of pentacles. All right, the 8 of Pentacles is titled The Feminine Triangle. It consists of the Sephirot, Chokmah, Bina, and Tiferet. Wisdom, understanding, and beauty. The triangle forms the alchemical symbols for water and earth. That's interesting. The paths behind the triangle include the Empress, Strength, High Priestess cards. The name of God at the center of the triangle is Elohim, which is the God of creation. And the Zohar attributes the creation to the work to Jehovah Elohim, which is Jehovah representing the Most High God, and Elohim representing woman wisdom. Women also create life within their wombs. The names Eve, Esther, and Ruth are written outside the triangle. Eve was the first mother. Esther was a queen who rescued her people, and Ruth had a noble character and was redeemed. The Hebrew letters outside the circle Also, Ruth was in the bloodline of Yahushua. Don't forget that. Um, Anyway, the Hebrew letters outside the circle spell Shekinah, which refers to the female indwelling. All right, let's see what it really means. That's a good explanation of that feminine triangle, though. We needed that. Oh, we're grounded in reality. I just realized we have this card. It means that we're grounded in reality. And eight is the number of infinity. You know what I mean? Because there's always a birth, a death, and a rebirth. And you can't have a birth or rebirth without a woman. Okay? You can have a death without a woman. Maybe. All right. So this card means, here we go. Let me start. There is some degree of pride and growing confidence as learning continues, but also a need for attention and detail and the ability to make prudent decisions along the way to achieve a successful endeavor. The person is able to profit from skills. The person is able to profit from skills. Hello. This might mean a promotion or reward, as with a pay raise or bonus. This card also relates to selling handiwork as at a craft fair or similar event. Personal skills are directed to commercial gains. Personal skills are directed to commercial gains. Can anybody hear me? I'm sorry. And this card is commercial. The keywords here: commercial ability, enthusiasm with work, personal effort, and skill. So again, we have a continuation of the cards that we got last night, which, oh, let me do the fake zooms. Here we go. Because yesterday we got the Seven of Pentacles, we got the King of Pentacles, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Now here we have the Eight of Pentacles, and this completes it. You know, we have to, I mean, again, I keep telling y'all, I'm just, what you reap, what you sow in September, you will reap in June. You have to sow something. And so if it's you, this is telling you, personal skills are directed to commercial gains. There's no problem with that. This was basically leading up to this card. And here we have it in, in black and white. It seems like the cards at night, because like I noticed that the cards during the day are really, really directed at making us having a good day, right? And then the cards at night are really, really directed at making sure that we think. And we put lots of, information into our brains before we go to sleep, so that when we wake up, we have a more, understanding approach of what direction we're headed. So I'm noticing that in our cards. I don't know if you guys are noticing that too. So let's look at the moon in here, which is card 18, but it's life path 29, and we'll look at the book for the life path. So let's see. All right, so this card shows a dog and a wolf both baying at the full moon, thus showing that the common link between domesticated and wild lies in the power of instinct. In many depictions, there are twin pillars emphasizing the distillation of intuitive into reality. But in mysticism, there is also the warning to look beneath the surface, to understand the hidden meanings of subconscious images in order to effectively translate these into meaningful manifestation. Psychic awareness, dreams, and visions are alluded to in this card, with the passing between the polarities, so that one may walk between worlds while yet remaining grounded, as with astral travel. So this is just like, and this is what we have. It's a sun/moon, which is interesting. And also, so this card, the keywords are trust, instinct, subconscious, manifested, creativity, and psychic. And of course, again, I will also note that this card is in the middle. So it's literally walking between the path of using your talents, skills, and abilities to make money, which I told you is one of the themes of my life. And whatever this Four of Cups is, which we're gonna, well, first let's look up this path 29. What is this? So the 29th path is called corporal intelligence. It informs everybody, which is incorporated under all orbs and its growth thereof. The corporal intelligence provides the contemplation that is meant to be incorporated or manifested within the physical world. Wisdom without application is of little benefit. The objective of this path is to hone one's intuitive abilities to balance one's instincts with reason and to apply the gained wisdom within the world. Okay, so you're supposed to take your skills, talents, abilities, and use your what do they call it? Intuition. Use your intuition to have that part of your business or that part of your life expand. And meanwhile, you got this Four of Cups on the other side, which I'm going to tell y'all what that means in 1 second. Here we go. And on the other side of that is the Four of Cups, which says, this card shows a general dissatisfaction in the midst of success. Okay. In some decks, this card indicates that the need to reassess a situation will lead to new possibilities. An old relationship may be reevaluated, or although faithful and unexpressed yearning still remains. It is the questioning of the inner self as to whether there is more to life that makes emotional satisfaction here tinged with latent longing for ultimate experience, signaling that the right choices have been made and that satisfaction is genuine. Even with external needs being well provided, internal satisfaction is being questioned. This may signal a new direction in emotional expression, such as charity work or some other means of sharing, so that balance is returned. Okay, so this is perfect. So you're supposed to use your intuition to balance between making money with your skills, talents, hobbies, and abilities and giving back to the community. You're supposed to walk the line that's in the middle, meaning you want to make enough money so that you're comfortable, but you also want to make sure that you're giving back in sufficient amounts to replenish what you're taking from the community. And that's like the ultimate goal for me, is to use my skills, talents, abilities to make money on one side and make sure I'm empowering the next generation or even just other people to bring themselves up so that they don't have to remain where they are. That's why, for me, the focus on karma now, releasing your karmic debt, of course, empowering your relationship with money to be more profitable and more healthy and to bring you into balance. Because when you're out of balance, a lot of people are in balance in every arena except for money. Or maybe they even brought their money into balance, but there's still something that's off. Well, that's because you haven't cleared your karma. And so if you bring everything in your life into balance, but you still have karma lingering out there that you need to address and ancestral healing that you need to address, it will make you feel like, dang, I'm still missing something. Something is not being done. And so you need the common link of activating, the money, divine abundance in your energy field, and also healing your past karma and your ancestral bloodlines, really. And so when you do both, then you have a solution that will really, put you on a fair playing field with, what the world has been doing. Because, of course, like I said, the Gentiles been knowing this information. We're the only ones who didn't know it. And I know the Gentiles know because it's in all of their books. If you read the books that only they would read, yeah, it's in all of the books. It's not in the books that we read. Nobody's talking about it, which, I'm going to have to write a book eventually once I get more of this stuff a little more concrete. But, this stuff has to be in books that we read too, like essential reading. Even I'm going back and looking at Sacred Circle by Queen Afua. It's not called Sacred Circle. It's called something about woman, the very first book that she put out. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, I've had this book for probably 15 years. It's been sitting on my bookcase wherever I go for 15 years. I never opened it. Never, not once have I opened that book. So I opened the book, and a lot of it is the same stuff that we're doing now, like with the altars and the different kind of healings and stuff. It's just got that Egyptian tinge to it, which I don't particularly care for because I'm from America and not from Egypt. So, but I understand that they got their stuff from us. So, it's still the same stuff. So it's just a matter of understanding that even that has to be translated into my language. It's not written in my language. And all of the brothers and the sisters are not from America, so I don't put it, I'm not blaming her or anything like that. I'm just saying it's not written in my language. It's not written with my things that my people would do. So I need to put it into a way that resonates within myself, with my people. So, that is to say, even what the point of what she's trying to do with the circles and the women's circles and all that, that's exactly what I want to do. I had no idea that people were doing this. I never knew anybody who was doing this, and maybe this is because, I never got involved with that particular arm of it, because I'm not giving up meat. I don't care what anybody says. Until the Most High comes and says you have to stop eating steak, I cannot. My body literally needs it, especially when I am on my moon cycle. So I have to have some sort of, and I can tell because I'm like, dang, I need a piece of steak, man. What's going on? You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do what's unhealthy for my body, because that a lot of brothers and sisters believe that that's what their body needs. And perhaps that is what their body needs, but my body is different. And I had to judge my body by itself. So that's probably why I never really got into it. I love vegan food. I'm not telling anybody not to be vegan. It's just me. I know for a fact that when my cycle comes, I got to have some steak. And that's just what it is. Pork I could give up pretty easily. I don't care about that. But yeah, steak, nah, I need to have that when my cycle comes, especially before usually, and after, to replenish whatever comes out. So yeah, it's and then when I'm pregnant, I don't want to be feeling bad. Oh, I can't be vegan while I'm pregnant. Oh, absolutely not, because I will eat steak every day. Matter of fact, one of the reasons why my son was born so healthy is that I was taking the beef intestine supplement. Was it beef organs or beef intestines? I think it was beef organs. I think it was beef liver specifically, but I was taking that as a supplement while I was pregnant, because I didn't know I was pregnant, and but I was taking that as a supplement, and that's why he's strong as an ox like he is now, because I was taking that the whole time. I was taking a bunch of vitamins, didn't even know, I didn't know I was pregnant at all. I had no idea, and I was just taking these supplements, and it turned out to be the best thing I could have possibly been doing for myself. So, anyway, that is to say, we're meant to take the middle path. We're meant to balance out making money and also giving back to the community. And once we're able to balance those things, because right now most of us are either giving too much, not doing for ourselves, or we're taking too much and we're not giving back enough. So you want to find a balance. That's why I said I'm going to do this videos for a year, and then after a year I'll see what the Most High wants me to do, because I might need to be back in the field, really back with some youth or some whatever, traveling around or whatever, and it might be harder to do these every day. Probably still do them like once a week or something like that. My constant weather reports are so helpful that I don't know how I could stop doing those. But you have to pause and reevaluate. That's why I like to put a time period on it. Like even with the fast, I have a covenant I made with the Most High. I'm expecting to see this stuff by the end of the fast. That's how it works, but that's why you set a covenant. Again, go back to my lesson on covenants. That's the reason why you set a covenant, so you can see, even with yourself, look, I'm going to try this for X amount of time, and then after X amount of time, I'll reevaluate. Just like Levi does with the prayer and the stuff that we do. Reevaluate after every year. Go dedicate yourself to a year, reevaluate after that. I think that's so important, because people don't make enough covenants. I feel like that's crazy, because this is how this all started with. For me, it's like just saying, look, what I'm doing, whatever it is, it's not working. I have to find something else. Then I did a fast leading up to the summer solstice. Fantastic. Right before the summer solstice, I said, okay, I'm going to do these cards for a year and we'll see what happens. So I started the day before the summer solstice. So now, fast forward to now, we're in the midst of another fast. things are moving so fast, and I have a whole, another covenant. But in the meantime, I've discovered all these different things about how to, sort of advance my relationship with the celestial realm, and confirming what I knew about like lives and past lives and history and all that stuff. All of this stuff keeps coming up, and it's only because you started with the first small step of, okay, we're going to do prayer every day. I could do that. I can go to prayer every day. Okay, well, that wasn't enough for me. Then I was like, well, I want to catch up. I want to fast track. Let me do the fast. Let me do the core cleanse. Let me do everything that comes up. Let me try with these tables, setting up these little mini shrines. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do this. And mind you, Gentiles been doing this stuff. It's only us that don't know. Everyone else but us knows. I want you to understand that even amongst some of the people you call 2/3 are actually very spiritual. They know this stuff. They don't apply it the way that you do, but they still know it. A lot of them are doing it. So, and they just don't tell you that they're doing it, especially the ones with money. They're doing something. Someone had to tell them how to make that money, and it wasn't themselves. They would not know that. So a lot of the higher up 2/3, they know this stuff too. It's just that because they don't serve the Most High, their stuff is not working anymore, and that's the reason why it's become such a problem for them, for everybody. If you're not serving the Most High, no matter what you do, none of this stuff will work. The pipeline is turned off. That's why they're so confused about why things aren't working, because for their whole lives, generations and generations, this stuff is work, and now all of a sudden it's not. And they don't know what to do because they were never told what to do when it doesn't work. And so they got to find out the hard way that they have to serve the Most High with their whole heart, their whole mind, their whole soul. And they have to bow down and ask him to give them a new heart. That's the only way that this works. There's no more, just begging the lords of karma to do what they do. When I heard the story of the temple being closed, I intuitively know that meant that not just the temple was closed to them that came, but the temple was closed, period, for people who are not seeking the Most High, but just want to have, their stuff cleared out, just want to get what they want to get without doing the work of seeking the Most High. So anyway, I've talked about this enough. I think you guys get the point. Let me let y'all see this while I write it down. Hey. Hey. Philosopher. All right, let's do the blessing of the Sephiroth. I can never say that word. All right. Blessing of the Sephiroth. Blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed. Blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Gevora. Blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet. Blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach. Blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Had. Blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod. Blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut. Blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for just a few moments, and we would like to report back that they have fulfilled the covenant with us, and therefore we would like that to be noted to their records. We say thank you to the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother, Yahweh Shai, and of course to the angels. You guys are doing a great job. We appreciate everything you do in service to us and to the kingdom, and we let the Most High know about your good work, so you will receive credit for all that you do. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things. May the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Lo'olam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Ha Mikdash Limkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, amen, amen and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the reading tomorrow morning at the More.